Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Mob Psycho Season 3, Episode 5. So, last time was I mentioned it in the discussion how I actually felt like it was kind of a slower episode, and not that I didn't like it, but at the end of the episode I was going to be like, well, that one wasn't super exciting, it was interesting, but then the way it ended just captivated me fully and made me absolutely love the episode. And it made me even love what I disliked about the episode, where it felt like it was a little slower, but then the way it ended just made me absolutely love the fact that it was slower. I also really liked how they handled Reagan, because maybe I missed something, because I miss things. I'm only human trying to read, react, and watch what's happening as well. But throughout the thing, we weren't sure if Reagan was brainwashed, or we were, at least I was pretty sure that Reagan wasn't brainwashed. And then we followed them all the way to the point where suddenly Reagan's brainwashed, and it's like, at what point did he become brainwashed? Was it the whole time? Was it something we didn't see? Was it something I missed? Or, what was it? And we were never really answered that either, and I don't know if we ever will be answered it, but I felt like it was handled phenomenally, because, just that mystery of not knowing, and I don't feel like it really needs to be answered, because it is what it is. He's brainwashed. So, but it was absolutely great. Loved the episode. That ending with Mob walking up, and just, I don't know, my head canon is it was his confidence and stuff that was emanating, that his confidence and determination emanating, that bit that allowed it to overcome the people's brainwashing a bit to make them believe in him. And it seemed like they still kind of believed in Dimple, which is why I don't think that he fully undid the brainwashing kind of thing, but they were all clapping for him as he walked in, and it was just really cool, and I'm really looking forward to this episode now. So I do have some leftover Halloween candy. I may munch on a few pieces of it throughout the episode, so if you hear crinkling, and then obviously you'll see me chewing on it, so but just so you know. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Hmm. Ah, yeah. So he doesn't recognize it as Dimple. So is Dimple the one making this happen then, or... So the ominous music looking up at a giant broccoli is just so silly too. I don't know that Mob has. Jeez. That was a good way of not saying which god, because there's a bunch of different religions and everything. It's just interesting. Inside of this place is crazy. Hanakawa. Oh, that face. Dimple. Okay, he does know. He figured it out. Ho, ho, ho. Such a good opening song. It's just like pleasant to get to listen to it every episode. Ah, I love it. I wonder if there's a full version of the song. Because, like, obviously, last season's song was created for Mob Psycho, I imagine, right? Because they were singing about Mob in the song. I can't imagine it's not. So they might have only done opening length song. I've seen that for some where at least I can only find, like, opening length that's only like a minute or so long. I need to go see if there's a full version of that. A forced happiness through brainwashing. Hmm. Right. That's why you got Ritsu. Huh. Really? Okay. Alright. Just didn't seem like it back then, but I guess maybe it just didn't happen immediately, kind of thing. They answered it, though. It must be behind the Earth. It's not spinning with the Earth. Crazy. He's gonna turn the broccoli into the new moon. Oh. Body Improvement Club. We haven't seen, like, much of them at all, other than just shots of them. We need more body improvement. Speaking of body improvement, time to eat a little mini Snickers. Oh. He's brainwashed too, isn't he? Hmm. I mean, he came here to do it, right? Yeah. I mean, unless it's a play by Hanakawa, unless he's like actually thinking Hanazawa, sorry. Jeez. Jeez. Damn it, Hanazawa. Yeah. I mean, he came here to do the same thing. I can't imagine this isn't brainwashing for Hanazawa. At first, I was thinking maybe. Hmm. No, no. Whoa. That looked crazy. I guess it's because they like ran up that, right? Oh my god, his stance is so funny. Well, shit. I love how they're playing with like the brainwashing versus not, because like I don't know, is Hanazawa brainwashed? Is he not? Dimple said he's not, but Dimple could be lying. Like, if he's not lying and he's not brainwashed, then what changed his mind? Oh shit. Oh shit. 89%. We're getting close to a explosion. Whoa. Huh. Blasted in the sky like last time, right? Oh. A little closer to his former form. Uh-oh. Yeah, make a whole bunch. Here we go. Because he's scared. He doesn't want to be exercised. Nice. Yeah, I mean, this is the second time he's causing trouble for this city, you know? Shigeo can't keep leaving him around. So after this, I kind of feel like Mob has to exercise him, right? Aw. What? That mid card of all of his friends together and then all of them with the Psycho helmet face on. Oh, well, that's not good. Well, shit. Jeez. Is he showing himself? That looks more like, yep. Well, there he is. Oh no, Tsubomi. Oh, is this gonna push him to 100%? Get a clue. Oh, that's not even 100% yet. This background track is ominous. So is she not brainwashed? But there was what happened to Reagan. I mean, maybe she just avoided the stuff, but she's still brainwashed because he said I'll use her implies brainwashing. Yeah, okay. I figured. The way he worded that made it obvious. I just started to doubt because she was batting away all the candy and stuff. Shit! I mean, it's definitely not the end of Dimple, but... Dimple, he hasn't even hit 100% yet, buddy. He's so big. Wait. Jeez. We have a Hulk. Oh my god, he's just bitch slapping him. Okay, now it's we have a Hulk. Yeah, this is how he used to look. Oh shit. Oh my god. It looks so silly with God Dimple. Great God Dimple. Oh. Jeez. He just tanked it. Oh. Man, we are inching up slowly. Oh! Jeez. He is just tanking it. I wonder what emotion his 100% is gonna be. I kind of hope it's like disappointment, right? Or something. He held back there, though, right? He, like, didn't want to kill. Oh. It'd be crazy if he didn't even have to hit 100%. Wouldn't that be nuts? But for the show's sake, I think it's too badass for him not to. Oh. 100% denial? Oh shit! Gee, oh my god, did that go through him or hit him on the side? Oh, he worried about. Oh, oh, mutter mutter. Oh, you done fucked up, buddy. Oh, the music. He's still not even 100%. Ooh. Mob can, like, seems like he can sense something else. Oh! He stopped? Was it the shirt? Is it gonna, like, giving him a laugh or something? Oh no! 100. What? No! Shit! I lost track of how long the episode was. Oh my god, that's such a Mob Psycho thing to do, is to have that shirt, that ridiculous shirt be revealed, and just have Dimple just stop in his tracks because he saw it, for one, and then just say that's lame, and then Mob just react to it like that, and that's what pushes him to 100%. Oh, god damn it. Oh, man. Well, he did hit 100%. There's so many things going through my head. There's a couple things here that are really interesting the way Mob handled this, and I want to talk about that once the credits are over. a second now. Alrighty, guys, that is it for season 3, episode 5. So, yeah, like, that was really interesting because throughout the whole thing, Mob realized it was Dimple, right? I don't know when he realized it, but it definitely was like, I mean, I think we saw the moment when he realized it, but I'm still not 100% sure. I still think there's a chance that Mob considered it was Dimple, like, maybe even before going in there, but he wasn't 100% sure, so he waited until he was 100% sure to say it out loud, right? But either way, it was really interesting the way he handled it, because a lot of the things Mob was saying was, like, he said, like, that you're not the real Dimple and stuff like that, and from all the different lines he had made me feel like Mob doesn't think this is what Dimple truly wants. Like, Dimple may think he wants to be God, but that's not what he truly wants. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with Greed, who talks about, like, you know, I want everything, I want, you know, and he tries to take, like, you know, spoilers for that show if you haven't seen it, but he tries to take the power from the father and everything, and then ends up, you know, not getting it and seeing like what's it called, seeing Edward do all of these things and have people rooting for him, and, you know, Ling was like, this is what you truly want, Greed. Not, you don't want everything in the world, you want friends who can, like, root for you and appreciate you and everything. And I really liked that in Full Metal Alchemist. I'm getting that vibe here where it's like, Dimple, no, like, you may think you want to be God, but that's not what you really want. You want to just hang out with us and be friends and stuff like that. Like, that's your true goal, kind of thing. Like, I don't know if that's where Mob is going with it, but that's what it felt like to me, right? But yeah, that was pretty cool. And, like, I kept going on, like, it was ticking so slow to 100%. Like, is this the slowest we've seen it tick to 100%? I don't know for sure, but it felt, you know, we kept going up by, like, 1 or 2% at a time and everything, and I was like, man. But yeah, like, it started to even make me think in the episode, like, what if Mob didn't hit 100% here? I think that would be a really interesting thing, is if Mob was able to kind of control those emotions for him, like, hitting 100% and, like, being, not that he has to suppress it, but that he is strong enough in his character and his, you know, his self, that he doesn't need it, kind of thing, you know? Where, like, I don't think I want it to be something where he's like, no, not now, not now, not now, and suppresses it. I want it to just be, like, casual. Like, I want him to just be, like, in the fight with Dimple. And I think it would have been kind of cool here with Dimple being kind of a friend, you know, in a way. I mean, he's been around for a while. I imagine Mob probably considers him a friend. I think it would have been kind of cool if he just casually, like, went up close to it, but didn't get pushed over and managed to beat Dimple without even hitting that 100%. But all that, like, rushed through my mind, but then at the end of the episode he hit 100% anyway, so, which is fine. I do, like, it is an epic moment whenever he hits 100%, and we get to figure out which emotion it is, which I am really curious. Now, Dimple said I can feel his rage, so is the emotion gonna be rage again? We've had that before, but I almost think the way that Mob has been talking, I would love it if it was, like, disappointment, right? Because Mob put his trust in Dimple after their first encounter in Season 1 and let him stay around, didn't exercise him, they worked together, you know, they helped each other. Dimple helped in a lot of situations, you know? And they, like, became friends, and now Dimple is betraying him and doing all these things that go against what Mob wants, and what Mob thinks is going against what Dimple wants, truly, too. So, having the emotion be disappointment, I feel like would just be amazing. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be something else, and I'll like that too. If it's just rage again, I don't know if I like that. Right? The way that the conversation has been going and everything. Like, Mob is definitely angry at the events and what he's done to all of his friends and everything. That's for sure. So I mean, I'd accept it if it was rage, but for some reason having like disappointment or something else that isn't as like intense as rage, I feel like could be really powerful in this moment. So we'll have to see for that. But going back towards the beginning of the episode a little bit more, we had Dimple talking about how he's gonna pretend to be the reincarnated creator, which basically, that's what he's trying to be. He's trying to be God, right? But I guess he's not gonna reference himself as a new god. He's gonna try to play himself off as the reincarnated creator. So, whatever religion you believe in. I guess the thing is not every religion has a creator. I don't think. Now, I don't know all the religions in the world, and I don't know all the religions in this world either, so it could be different. But either way, so I don't know if he's gonna. I guess the word would still be God, right? I don't know if there's another word to use. I'm trying to think if it's the Christian God kind of thing. Is he trying to play off as that, or I guess it doesn't matter. Like I said during the episode, he wasn't specific for a reason, but either way, he wants people to believe that this is their actual creator. He plans on having the whole planet pray to him for 5 minutes a day, and that will, or at least, I think he had broccolis all over the earth. I will say, I think I missed one or two lines during that scene where he was talking about his plan, but I got the gist of it. Either he's going to create broccolis everywhere and have people pray to those, or he's going to just have people pray to him kind of thing once he proves that he is this reincarnated creator for 5 minutes a day, which is what will sustain his power, which, I guess it's a pretty good plan, but it's definitely diabolical, and Dimple tried his hardest to convince Mob that what he's doing isn't bad, but I'm with Mob. Objectively, I think it's bad, right? Brainwash, he tried to compare the brainwashing versus social norms, but the thing is yes, there's social norms, but people don't have to follow that, and they get a choice, right? One of I guess you could consider a social norm is to have a relationship and have kids, and I'm a 30-year-old man. I'm perfectly happy alone. I don't, I'm not really a relationship type person. Sure, I could see I'm not saying I'd never do it, but if I found the right person and I really enjoyed spending my time with them and everything, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But I'm not the kind of person to just go out and constantly date, which means it's hard for me to find that person. But I'm perfectly happy single, right? So I don't feel the need. I know there's some people, I've had friends that they lose their girlfriend, and within a week they're depression level sad and lonely and everything, because they just can't function without having a girlfriend, someone close to them. And I've never been like that. And my family makes jokes. They're like, oh yeah, look, it's your nephew. When are you gonna have a kid, Danny? By the way, my real name's Danny. I just spilled that. I don't really care if people know, but yeah, they say that to me, and I'm just like, haha, probably never, because I don't care to have kids. Even if I do find a significant other, kids are a whole nother thing, where I'm once again, maybe if I found the right person, it could change my belief on it, but I'd rather spend my time with my significant other than spend my time raising a kid, you know? Like, it even feels weird for me to say it because that's how much of a social norm it is, you know? But I guess my point is that people can actively choose to not participate in those social norms if they don't interest them, or you can if you just want to try to fit in, kind of thing. But it's your choice. You're not being forced to do it. You know, can you imagine if you were like, I mean, there's some cultures where you are forced to, you know, get married to someone that you don't even get to pick, and then I don't know how having kids and stuff works. Maybe that's still just up to the relationship and everything, um but yeah, like, just having that choice is so powerful that it counters everything Dimple said, I felt like, in this episode, to try to make him seem on, you know, on the side of good, kind of thing. But I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, this whole time, Dimple thought Mob was this naive kid, but unfortunately, like, maybe in earlier Mob, this could have worked on him. This line of thought that Dimple had maybe could have worked on him, because earlier in the show, he was a little more naive, but we've seen how much Mob has grown up. And I think Dimple has seen that too, which is why he's pretty scared of Mob and everything, and why he definitely wants to try to make his move now, because the more Mob grows up, the more self-aware, the more, you know, like, I don't know what the term is for not naive, right? But yeah, I felt like he kind of had to make this move now if he was going to, like, have any hope of trying to convince Mob. Other than that, the only other thing is to beat him. So, but yeah, I like how we built up this whole time. Like, he hadn't had, like, the power source, and suddenly he has it, but too little, too late. I mean, but we don't know the end of this yet. But yeah, he just can't convince Mob. So, but Hanazawa changing sides is really interesting. I like the play on the brainwashing stuff, because there's nothing, they didn't make it so it's something like physical. They didn't make their, like, eyes turn green with, like, the broccoli, or, you know, something identifying in their characteristics that makes you know they're being brainwashed. So, and because of that, you sit there and you wonder, like, what Hanazawa's doing. I was like, yeah, he's brainwashed, but then Dimple's like, no, he's not. And Hanazawa's like, I found something that I can't lose, I think might have been the way he said it, or I found something that I value, or something like that. So I just wonder what it is, because Hanazawa used to be all about power, but Mob really changed that for him. And I feel like it'd be a huge backtrack for his character if suddenly he was like, oh, I just want to be powerful again, you know, and that's what it is. I hope that's not what it is, but like, either that or Dimple lied and he really is being brainwashed, because what's stopping Dimple from just lying about that? So I'm really fascinated by that, because I really don't know. I can't tell, like, because we just don't have that story as to what changed Hanazawa, and I imagine we'll get it. I mean, we even got the reason why Reagan got brainwashed, which honestly I didn't think we were gonna get. I thought it was just gonna be, you know, it happened. But I guess I almost prefer not knowing, to be completely honest. Like, I'm fine with what they did here, but I think it would have been cool if they just never told us, because that just leaves it up to the imagination of, like, when do you think he got it, you know? And it makes the brainwashing even more ominous too, you know? But we have the answer, and it's basically like, you know, phase 1 was to touch the roots, phase 2 was to ingest part of the broccoli in order to take the brainwashing, and then phase 3 is have enough people around the normal people that believe it, that it, like, spreads like an infection, kind of thing. So, being in that room that Ritsu brought them to with all those believers seemingly was the catalyst for Reagan's change too. Now, Reagan got them the hell out of there before it could, like, have any effect on Mob, and he seems suspicious still. either he was acting like that, or maybe being exposed to it doesn't convert them right away. Maybe it like infected him and then they left, and sometime between them getting to that bridge and stuff, or where they were under the bridge, right, talking, somewhere in there is where not Dimple, Reagan had the brainwashing fully take hold, kind of thing. So, but yeah, just really interesting. I mean, the fight was cool. I like that. I like that Mob. We know he's extremely powerful, and I mean, let's be real. We pretty much know he's gonna win. We don't know how he's gonna win, but I'm pretty confident he's gonna win. Just by the nature of shows. But I like how they're not making it be like, oh no, you know, he might lose. Like, he's just tanking all these hits, and like, even when the power was drained from him, that gave us like the little moment of like, uh-oh, you know. But my thought was still like, he still hasn't hit 100%. I mean, unless they drained all of his power, so even if he hit 100%, he still wouldn't have the power to fight back, kind of thing. But I mean, I've been pretty confident this whole time that Mob is gonna just destroy Dimple, like, or at least, like, you know, give him a good fight. And then I just like that they didn't play it like, oh, like, well, yes, he got hit a lot in this episode, but none of these hits really made me feel like, oh no, he might be dead, right? Like, Mob still hasn't even really, like, seemed scared of Dimple's power. So, and especially when he got up and was like, is that your strongest hit, you know? Or is that all your strength, or something like that? Whatever he said was cool too. But yeah, some shows will make the other, like, it'll make it seem like the other character is artificially being, like, beaten, and then all of a sudden they power up and come back and win, kind of thing, just to, like, add to the suspense. But I don't feel like they did it, like, artificially here in this one. So I really enjoyed it. It was a great episode, and I can't wait to see, you know, what emotion Mob pulls for his 100%, what he does at 100%, you know? Like, does Dimple realize his wrongdoing and gets redeemed again? Or does Mob not take the risk and just has to exercise him completely this time? But I'm really curious to see how this goes, because, like, I don't really want to lose Dimple as a character through this show, but I think it makes perfect sense that, you know, he had a chance, you know? He had a chance to not go back to what he originally was doing, and he squandered it. So, you know, I wouldn't be upset with Mob if he exercised him. But we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link in the description below. Or should be popping up on the screen. Yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was like, do I want to say something else? But no. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.